Hi there, I'm Doug Van Wyk with FCS Life Express,
And I'm Trish Lawson.
and we just want to take a few minutes today and give you a Life Express refresher course. Kind of keep this a little more brief than our regular training, but we want to emphasize how to send us a referral and just kind of the basics about Life Express. We are your resource for life and disability coverages for your members and for our customers, and we really enjoy working with you all. This is our team here in St. Paul, up here by the Agribank office. I think between the six of us, we have got about 100 years of experience with life insurance. So you've got a team of experts at your service at all times.
And we've been working with farm credit associations, very many of them, for at least the last 15 years.
Yeah, this is our 15th year. So we appreciate your business. Thanks for working with us. We love being your partner. We look forward to continued success with Life Express. What we want to talk about briefly is, again, what is Life Express? It's an easy way for you to help your customers get solid life and disability coverage. We want to protect our customers. We want to protect the association. I think you'll like how easy Life Express is and how simple and efficient we operate. It's really easy to send us a referral. For those of you watching this training, you've already sent us referrals in the past, so we appreciate that. We're just here to enhance the relationships that are already there. We realize that you at Farm Credit, you're the most trusted partner to a lot of our farm community and our customers and members. So we understand that, we get it. We're here to make that relationship better. You can focus on lending, which is what your core business is, and we can focus on being the insurance experts. What's in it for our customers is we like being able to shop the market, shop the top companies in America, highly rated. We love being able to find our customers the best value for their insurance dollars, for their particular situation.
And we just like to give them good information. If they have a slight interest or a major interest in life insurance coverage, we just want to make sure that they've got the information they need for good decision making.
For sure, for sure. People need good counsel. They want good advice these days. And we feel like we do a great job providing that good advice. What's in it for you? Of course, we're protecting the quality of the loan portfolio. If our customer has life insurance and disability insurance, that's peace of mind for them, knowing if somebody passes away, that loan is paid off. It's peace of mind for you at the association, knowing that, hey, that debt is going to be off the books if something happens to that customer. And of course, again, we're here to enhance the relationship that's already there with our customers, and that's important to us as well. Probably the biggest key to Life Express is sending us a good referral. So we want to talk for a few minutes about how to send us a referral, what does that look like, and what does it sound like. Can you go over that a little bit for us, Trish?
Oh, certainly. We rely on you to identify any member that might have an interest or just want to get some information about life insurance. The process is that you mention our names to them and you give them a handoff or introduction card, which we'll give you a sample of later, and you just let them know that we'll be contacting them fairly soon to answer any questions they might have and to give them some good information. After you've chatted with them, you then can send us the actual referral form, which we'll show you here in a moment, and you're able to access that just right in your office. A few clicks is all it takes, and that referral form comes directly to us. We will immediately respond with a confirmation email to let you know that we've received it and we'll be contacting the member, and the rest is up to us. If a member or customer has interest, we're more than happy to guide them through the entire process. And weekly, we'll send you a report to your team that lets you know exactly how that particular process is progressing for each member that we're working with.
You can certainly call us if you want for a real-time update. That weekly report goes out every Friday. But yeah, just call us or email us if you have questions about a referral, you want to know what's going on. If they've applied for coverage or if they were not interested, we can give you those real-time updates over the phone.
So basically, if a member does have interest, we get an application out to them. We can do it via email or mail or fax, or we can even do some online applications if the situation's right. And then, of course, as I mentioned, we manage the whole process from that point until an actual policy is mailed out to the member and everyone's happy.
To send us a referral, either go to the First Resource Group website or your particular internal website. Look for the link to the Life Express request form and go ahead and send that to us. And it'll come through on our email. Thanks.
So here's the referral form you'll see on your website when you want to send a referral to us. And this comes right to us in the email. And as I mentioned before, we respond immediately with confirmation. So the types of information we need: obvious, name, address, telephone number. We hope that you might indicate if it's a cell number. We actually prefer a cell number, or whether it's a home number, and so forth. You can also indicate if there's a particular time of day or days of the week that the member would like to be contacted. That works as well. Two things that are really important to us. First, if someone's first name is Harlan and he goes by the name Bruce, we'd like to know that. It just makes our contact much easier and we have a little more familiarity. So be sure that a nickname is included. And under the comments section, that's where you can give us some additional information if you think it would be helpful. For instance, if the wife is the person who deals with all of these sorts of things, bookkeeping-wise, insurance-wise, what have you, indicate that I should contact his wife, Deb, and here's her cell number or here's their home number, and then I get to the right spot. Also, if they're farming with relatives or if they're transitioning their farm operation, any picture you could give me of kind of where they're at, or if you know a specific need that they have an amount of coverage, let me know that. If you are requiring as a factor of the loan insurance coverage, that would be extremely important to know. So this comment box, we rely on it heavily to get some good substantive information from you. The bottom part of the form is more about you. We like the member number, we like the loan number. Any loan number will do. It's just for purposes of reporting that we need that. We like to know who is the person who actually contacted the member or discussed with the member the life insurance. Was it loan officer? We'd like to know that. Who's the referring person? We'd like to know that. And which branch is this referral coming from? So those are key bits of information for us to do the best job for the member and also to have the most complete reporting back to you every week.
Yeah, those additional comments are super helpful for Trish and I.
They are.
So take note of that. And so yeah, that's how you send it. When you send us this reform, like Trish said, you'll get a confirmation shortly that says we got it, and we'll contact that member.
Call us with any questions about this form at any time.
You bet, for sure. Let's talk for a few minutes about how to send us a good referral. You know, how to identify opportunities and what a good referral would sound like. I think you know when it's appropriate to talk to your customers about life and disability insurance. You've got a relationship with them, you know the deal. So we would suggest, you know, when you're sitting down to write up a new loan, on a farm visit, reviewing total debt and current insurance amount, that would kind of spill into a policy review. Life changes, you know, marriage, divorce, having a baby, renewing a line of credit. We talked about estate planning and transition planning. There's all these different opportunities for you to talk about life and disability insurance. And again, I think you know when it's appropriate, but we just want to encourage you just ask. And we'll talk about some door opening questions here in a minute. But aren't those some good opportunities to talk about life insurance?
They really are. And of course, when I chat with someone, as I know you do too, Doug, we question members and, you know, kind of get a feel for their life situation. And if we think there's, you know, some opportunity to tune in on, we certainly will do that.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
You can help us with that
You bet.
in
you
the
bet.
comment section.
So some of the best referrals that we've gotten over the years are these situations.
Yes.
Let's talk about what a good referral would sound like or look like. We think a great way to start the conversation is, when's the last time you reviewed your life insurance? I love that question. It's just a great open-ended question. A lot of times people have not reviewed their life insurance in the last 5 or 10 or 15 years. And that's okay. That's
And
why
sometimes they don't have any to review. So
That's true.
that's also good to know.
That's true. We have a lot of members that don't have any life insurance, which is a little surprising, but it does happen. Would you like your loan paid off if something happens to you? Of course, most people want that peace of mind. Does it make good risk management sense to get life insurance pricing to cover unprotected debt and replace your income? Of course it does. That's a good thing too. And then with respect to disability coverage, if you got hurt or sick and you couldn't work, would you like your loan payment covered? I mean, we'll talk about this in a minute, but disability coverage, if you don't have employee benefits, you're pretty much on your own. Most of our full-time farmers don't have any disability coverage. And we need to ask them about that and just have a conversation with them about that type of coverage. So those are some great door-opening questions.
I might add too, Doug, as far as the question that mentions replacing income, that is just not often something that the members think of. They'll think of debt protection, and that seems to make sense. But at certain ages, if you have a family and if you are the major breadwinner and your operation is what's providing everything for the family, even if you have enough coverage to take care of your debt and some bit extra to help the family continue to move on by replacing some of the income, really makes sense. People typically haven't thought about it. Virtually everyone I speak with and mention that, their response is, oh yes.
Yeah, true.
It does make sense. So think
True.
about that.
Yeah, for sure. So once you brought up the topic of life insurance and maybe you've asked a question or two, I think what a good referral might sound like is, that's great. I'll have Doug Van Wyk at Life Express or Trish Lawson give you a call. They're a specialist and they'll compare all the companies to find you the best value for your dollars. When's a convenient time for them to give you a call? I think you keep it pretty low key, pretty casual. One thing that Trish and I have committed over the years is we're not going to pester people. We're not going to bug them. We're not going to badger them. We simply just call them and give them the information and they can make good decisions from there.
Yeah.
But I think the best referrals that we get are the ones where you give us a good 30-second endorsement. You don't have to be a life insurance expert. That's our job. But if you can give us a great, solid 30-second endorsement, that makes all the difference in the world.
It does.
The best referrals that we've seen.
And just so you know, when we do contact a member, we'll use your name and say that, the branch has asked us to give you a call regarding an interest you might have in some life insurance information. And one other helpful thing for us, if you think of it, we are calling from a 651 area code here in St. Paul, Minnesota, where Agribank is located. And so if you think of it, mention that to the member. However, Doug and I are very committed. If we contact someone or call them, and we always leave a voicemail and let them know the approximate time and date we're calling, so they can look back and see that it was a 651 area code if we're reaching them on a cell.
For
So
sure.
that's a little bit of information that's quite helpful to us.
Yes, for sure. Let's talk for a minute about the introduction card that we use. On your screen now, you're going to see an example of what you guys use at your association. Typically, it's a little 4x6 full color card. This was your idea. I think several years ago, one of our associations decided, hey, let's have instead of using a business card, which, let's be honest, gets thrown away sometime, let's have a nice little handoff card with our team, our picture up here in St. Paul. This is Trish. She's the gal that's going to be giving you a call. Hopefully they take this, bring it home, put it on the fridge with a magnet, and we'll be calling them within a day or two. So we really want to encourage you to use the handoff card. It's a great little introduction. On the back there, it gives you an example of how much life insurance might be appropriate for in a certain situation. But our name and phone number is on there. But we want to encourage you to use this card because it's been very effective for us over the years. So let's talk just for a couple minutes about the different products that we offer through Life Express. Probably 80% of what we do is just inexpensive term life insurance. Seems like for most situations, most of our customers, that's appropriate. So we can write term life insurance from a 5-year term up to a 40-year term. The 40 years kind of new, which is nice for the younger crowd. You take it a step further and do the term life with return of premium. That's where you get your money back if you don't die. It sounds a little unique, but it's just what it sounds like. At the end of the term, whether it's 20 or 30 years, if you don't need the coverage, and hopefully you don't, you get all of your money back tax-free, which is nice. We also offer permanent products too.
We do have a guaranteed permanent lifetime type of policy. We can set it up to guarantee you to age 95, 100, 105, all the way up to 120. And it's priced very well because the goal of the product is not to build up a bunch of cash value like whole life might want to do, but to just for the least amount of dollars give you the longest amount of coverage available. And a bit of a new twist over the last few years to this kind of a product. A few of the companies that offer it at years 15, 20, 25, they will offer a return of premium feature. It's built in. They don't charge extra for it, so it doesn't cost the member any greater amount of premium. But oftentimes situations change after 20 years or 25 years, in which case 100% of the premium is returned if you no longer need the policy. That's been very good for the members. And Survivorship Life is another product we use that's a permanent product. Covers 2 lives, so it's much less expensive than insuring, let's say, a husband and wife. And we use this a lot with transition planning or estate planning, where you want to leave some dollar amount to perhaps some children who aren't involved with the farm or the operation, so that it kind of equalizes the amount of farm operation you might be leaving to other children. It pays out only on the death of the second person, so that's why it's called Survivorship Life, and we offer that through many very competitively priced companies. That's a good value for members. So.
Yeah, some people call that a second to die policy is kind of known at. But
yes.
So whether our customers looking for term life insurance or permanent, we can help them with their needs there. One last thing we'll talk about is disability coverage. We have a great program for disability insurance for our members. If one of our customers gets hurt or sick, wouldn't it be nice for them to have some cash coming in to help make their loan payment, buy some groceries until they're back on their feet?
Yeah.
We have just a great plan that we write through Illinois Mutual. We want to encourage you to ask your customer, hey, do you have any disability coverage? Because if they don't, we'd certainly like to talk about that and have a conversation about that product. If we have a product that's a great fit for our customers, especially with the farming occupation.
I'm going to mention this because you might be aware that at your particular association, we're doing a project which is a review for all the members who have Minnesota Life credit life policies, which are different than the types of term life policies that FCS Life Express brings to your association. The reason we're doing this project is that we're finding with the credit life, Minnesota Life policies, the premiums are rising every single year, which was part of the provision in the policy, but oftentimes members haven't remembered that. And we're also finding that the costs associated with these credit life policies seems to be much higher than that which is available outside in the more competitive marketplace. So we're doing a project for many of the associations. And Doug, you can give them an example as to why we're taking a look at these.
Here's what we see in our office every week. And for the last 3 or 4 years, I think Trish and I have reviewed thousands of these old Minnesota Life credit life policies. Great company. 20 years ago, it was a good fit, but not so much anymore. So here's an example. We'll see a person, this guy, Jerry, one of our customers, had 4 credit life policies. He was paying $1,255 a year for $161,000 of life insurance. Again, spread over 4 policies. Unfortunately, those rates go up every year, as Trish was mentioning earlier. So this was kind of a no-brainer for him, but we helped Jerry get a 30-year level term policy, $200,000 of death benefit for literally half the price, $680 per year. And that's a 30-year rate guarantee. So we see this all the time. The moral of the story here is if you have a customer that's got one of those old Minnesota Life policies, please send us that referral. We'd love to talk with them and help them get a better plan that's a much better value. So please send us those referrals.
Oftentimes when these Minnesota life policies, credit life policies, we're taking a look at those, we will send out some pricing, not unlike the chart that we typically send out otherwise. But we will also include for the member some new pricing among the very competitively priced companies. This is just a quick example of the type of comparison shopping we do when we do get a referral for a customer or member who has a Minnesota Life Credit Life policy. We show them the coverage available elsewhere, and then we give them a bit of an explanation just to remind them what they're paying now with the Minnesota Life policy and what some of the greater benefits are to taking a look at moving to a different company. So
Yeah.
we want to make sure they have all the information.
For sure, for sure. Thanks for taking a few minutes today to review Life Express with us. Appreciate your business. We appreciate your partnership. I think the takeaways from today are just, ask your customer if they have coverage. Ask them if they've done a review in the last 3 or 4 years. We think that's really important. Send us a referral and we'll take it from there. We really appreciate the partnership that we've had for the last 15 years, and we look forward to our continued partnership.
And we're always available to you by phone, email, whatever. We want to hear from you.